Works.
Yeah, that's Twitch. I know.
It's a 15 or 20-second delay.
Yep. Like right now, I went live. I've been live for 15 seconds. I'm still reloading. Still not up. Yo, I'm tired of Coco Melon. Oh my god, I hear this shit all fucking day. I know every single song on Coco Melon, dog. And the little nigga's name is Baby JJ, bro. That's lit, bro. I'm lit. That's my name. He took my name.
We should be good. I see.
Yep. Share to Facebook and we start it up.
Got a Taco Bell head.
Share to Facebook. We good. All right. Welcome to That's Debatable, everybody. Welcome. We are here again on a perfect Friday. I hope everybody had a good start to y'all weekend. Hope you have a good long weekend. Welcome. It's JD as always, and I have my guest as always, or excuse me, my co-host as always.
It's your boy Dirty Dan. What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Welcome. And then we also have a special guest today. First time on the show. My boy. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Vic, aka Mr. Never Chillin', and I am a host from another podcast as well, Press Start Podcast, and also the Talk Show with Vic. So be sure to check those out. I'll give JD the links in later.
Yes, sir. Most people who join here are already in my Discord, so y'all probably know Vic and see when he posts anyway. So this is him. You can put a face. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Welcome to the show also. All right, so let's get into our hot topic. I forgot this last week. I was a little buzzed already when I started. But today, I want to talk about it. It's going to be a fun conversation, I feel like, because we just kind of crazy. I want to talk about OnlyFans, right? So OnlyFans came out, I would say probably like last week, I forget exactly, and said that they were going to ban all pornography or sexual content that is on their website because it's not good for business, right? Then they turn around this week, and I see it all over the internet, all the OnlyFans chicks, and even some dudes, I don't want to make it about chicks, but even some dudes, complained that, we gave you all these millions of dollars that you have to go and turn your back on us. How dare you? So, my question is, where does this go and how do you feel about it? Dirty Dan, take us off. How do you feel?
Well, as far as how I personally feel, I don't care. I ain't paying none of these chicks anything anyway. So.
You're supporting their kids, man. That $6 a month is worth it.
Hold on. Now, I'm not saying, hey, get your money how you can get it. You ain't getting it from me, but get it how you can get it.
There's people who want to pay.
Yeah, bro, look. Anybody that read that OnlyFans tweet, they said they're suspending,
quote
unquote,
yeah,
for the date I think it was October 1st or something like that, I believe.
Yeah,
we're gonna make these changes. If you guys cannot read between the lines, they say it's suspend. They didn't say they're canceling it; they're suspending it.
Right.
So all they're gonna do for the time being is continue to take these people's money, and then once they can get their Hollywood friends, celebrity friends to come over here. All that pussy popping stopping, y'all got to go somewhere else.
Pussy stopping.
Look, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, hey, yo, for real, they should just have a separate category for these people.
I completely agree.
Someone else is gonna make money off of them. Just play. Yo, I seen people tweeting at these people like, yo, there's other apps. Just go here.
100 other apps, bro.
Either way, they're gonna make their money. Now. They got their business lesson of how business works.
Right.
At the end of the day, the higher ups, they don't care about you, man. Just make the money you can, rob them while you can, and get out.
Every content creator feels this. Understand that me and Dirty Dan, especially, I don't know about Vic, but we went to Mixer, right? We started off on Twitch and went to Mixer. And when Mixer said, fuck you guys, we're shutting down, I was upset. But that's what content creators deal with. So, Mr. Never Chillin', how do you feel, bro? What do you think about this OnlyFans thing, man? There's content creators that want to sell sex.
Right. So I like to take it like a different perspective. Like OnlyFans been around for a while, right? But then when the pandemic hit, it really became like a crutch or like a different platform for people who are strippers and work in the sex industry and stuff like that. A different platform to basically continue their career and make money. So basically, this OnlyFans basically got all these new content creators to their platform, making them millions of dollars, right? And then make their platform really popular and just to turn their backs and go, oh, thanks for your business. Thanks for making us popular. We don't need you no more. To me, that was like a really stab in the back and like a really bad move. Yeah. Like, and the thing is, like, I think it's being as a business guy as I am, it's a bad business move. Like you're turning away like what generates you millions of dollars, you're gonna be like, yeah, no more. So I don't know anybody else or what like people use OnlyFans for.
Right.
Like I know there's other shit on there, but what else do people really pay to watch on OnlyFans? Like anything else, I can just go watch YouTube or whatever on Facebook videos or TikTok for that instance at this point. So like I don't need OnlyFans to pay monthly subscriptions to watch somebody else do something.
That is correct.
Or what's the other one? Patreon, right? Patreon's another one that you got to pay to subscribe to watch videos. You have all these other platforms that I need that for. OnlyFans is really just for if you want to see somebody naked that you may know or whatever. Like instead of asking for nudes, like you pay for them monthly for it.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah,
so I mean, yeah, my thinking that's a backstab.
No, and I wholeheartedly agree. I think that OnlyFans has always been around, and like you said, it was for different reasons. It definitely wasn't. I mean, there was obviously sexual stuff on there, but it wasn't the main idea behind it, and it kind of created that. And OnlyFans, like you said, it's a great point. Became very popular during the pandemic, and it's like. You made a great point. You took my point, honestly, is that the backstabbing, it's like, how do you just tell all these females and males and whatever you identify as nowadays, like, what, because I don't want to be disrespectful. So, whatever
right.
it is. Got
to be politically correct.
Right, got to be politically right. So, I brought attention to your website. I used it as a gateway to make some money and quit my job. Basically, a lot of people quit their jobs. You're making a lot of money a month. A lot of money a month. And then you're going to say, well, I'm going to suspend your account October 1st because I want Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled. Those are the faces that I've seen. But like you said, I'm not paying $10 a month to see DJ Khaled and hear his songs before it comes out. I don't care.
I signed
up for titties. I ain't going to lie. That's what I signed up for. That's what I'm here for. Now, I'm just saying, if you're somebody who buys OnlyFans, for me, I'll just stick to Pornhub. It's free. So if you're someone who bought OnlyFans and you was buying them actively, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people.
Well, there's tons of options.
There is. But now, here goes the issue. This is the issue for some people. What if all the females and males again don't just flock to one website? See, right now it's like one website. It's OnlyFans. That's it. It's right. OnlyFans for the most part. Now it's like, well, I got to find an alternative. So now I got to go here, go there. So now the customer's fucked out too. I'm thinking from a different perspective. For all my men and women who buy OnlyFans, where the hell do y'all go? Where do y'all go?
Right.
I feel for y'all.
No, they'll find a place because at the end of the day,
right?
There's
a place.
There was
I'm saying, but Vic, when Vic mentioned it, I forgot about. Patreon was the original place for all of it. Mm-hmm. There was plenty of women on Patreon saying, subscribe here, you can get pictures, videos, blah, blah, blah. And OnlyFans started popping. They'll find something else. Go ahead, Vic. I know you were going to say something.
Yeah, so the big one I saw on Twitter, because when chicks posted like, hey, come subscribe here now because OnlyFans was shutting down, they was putting out links for a website called Fansly. That one, that's all I see all over Twitter all day long. Fansly this, Fansly that. I was like, damn, they already had a backup. They don't even need OnlyFans anymore. They got Fansly.
Yeah.
That's your one platform that you could just everybody flock to if OnlyFans wants to fuck.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
not even that, bro. I seen somebody tweet out a big list. There was like a bunch of sites. I was like, damn.
They are prepared to fight anything. Like, fight the power. But I will say this though, and in defense of sex workers, I'll be honest, they do get a bad rep. And at the end of the day, they get called lazy and this and that. And like, while you might feel that way, understand that content creation period takes a toll. Like, I know a lot of people watch, content creators, whether it's streaming, and I know I'm gonna go with streamers because I've heard it. Like, oh, all you do is play video games and that. But it's like, bro, there's so much more that goes into this. Like, really trying to figure out what content you want to put out, how you want to put it out, making your own graphics, going live at the same time every night, whether you're tired or not. Like, this shit is what exactly all content creators go through, whether you're a sex worker or not. So, I kind of sympathize with some of them too. It's like, you put a lot into it, whether it's just sex or not, you put some type of work in, and for it to be snatched away and just say, fuck off after I made you millions of dollars is kind of crazy. Fuck millions, billions. I think it's billions. Yeah, billions. Yeah. Let's go with that. So billions. Real quick, go ahead. Go ahead.
One last thought though. Like the crazy thing is that there's like a culmination of this too. Like TikTok became big and OnlyFans became big, but people were using TikTok as an advertisement platform. I'm gonna shake my ass and titties on TikTok, but if you want to see me butt ass naked,
Come over here.
my link's in the bio. Go subscribe ASAP. And it was crazy to see that collaboration between the two platforms come to light. It was just like, it was genius. Like, why not make millions of dollars? Not only are you going to go to make money from TikTok, I'm going to go make money on OnlyFans as well.
Yep.
That's a hell of a business decision as an individual as well. Just wanted to put that out there.
No, you're right. Quick to chat real quick. Shane said they're saying OnlyFans is pulling back because they would lose money. Right. And we were talking about that, bro. I think you joined a little late. We were talking about that. H2O, building a brand is hard. Facts, bro. Mook, to have a following is hard. Facts. Like, that's what I'm saying. So regardless if you're a sex worker or not, because again, people are, just saying what I said. It's easy and they're lazy. Like, bro, it's not as easy as what you think. Like, you might think, oh, I can show my titties and that's it. But there's plenty of people who show their titties and their penis and don't get any likes at all. Like, you gotta brand yourself properly still. Like, there's something that has to stick out. And, no matter your body shape, your body size, your face, there's someone who will be attracted to you. You got to find that demographic. And that's hard work, bro. That's hard work. So my heart goes out to y'all for real. Shane said, ask my man if he thinks Mikal Bridges is underrated. Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, that was hilarious in that episode.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it, bro. If Meech is watching.
He's not underrated. He's just a bench player. He's a role player. He knows his role. He better know his role.
Medi, what up, bro? That's funny. Listen. Before I continue, let me just say something about Mikal Bridges. He is, I can't say he's underrated, no. But he's a good player. But, like, when I asked Meech last week who's underrated, when you name Mikal Bridges out of everybody who existed in the NBA, it fucked me up. So I'm like, why would you name him over like a Dominique Wilkins, a Rip Hamilton? Like, he's a solid role player. He's not underrated. Like, he is what he is. But anyway, that's last week.
Bro, he said it with confidence. That was last. He was confident. Mikal Bridges, bro.
Mikal Bridges. He said he might be a little surprised by this. But anyway, on to our first real topic of the night. Are single-player games dead? And I asked this question, and I'll explain my reasoning why I asked the question later. But I asked this question really because mainstream wise, it seems like esports is taking over and competitive gaming is all over the place and multiplayer is this. So I was just wanted to pose the question, like, how do you guys feel? Like, we know that there's real great single player games. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But is single player games taking a hinder? Is it dying? So Danny, you can let me know how you feel. Dirty Dan, start us off.
Nah, I don't think single player games are dying at all. Look, man, at the end of the day, yeah, esports is getting more popular. The streaming is getting more popular. You got your popular games, Warzone, or like Valorant. People play all these multiplayer games online. And but bro, at the end of the day, there are too many people in this world that need an escape. That's what single players are for a lot of people.
That's right.
Because you gotta me, I'm an '80s kid. I grew up on Nintendo, bro. There was nothing but single player games back in the day. That's all you was playing.
Right.
So that was your escape. You used your imagination. You got sucked in by the characters. Bro, like there's always this conversation every few years. Like people ask the question, are single player games dying? And every year there's a game that if you look at the top 20 sold games, there's always a couple of single player games up there. It's not all majority multiplayer. Yes, your war zones are popular, but at the end of the day, it's like yin and yang. You need them both. You can't have one without the other. Back in the day, the only reason there was nothing but single player games, or you had a second controller versus have somebody next to you. There was no technology for multiplayer back in the day. You know what I mean?
That's a solid point.
You know what I mean? But bro, I can name off games right now. The two games I can name off, yeah, they have online components, but people bought it for the single player. You got Red Dead.
Yeah.
You got GTA.
Yeah.
You have look, all the Naughty Dog games, Last of Us.
Destiny's online, but it's a heavy base story.
Bro, God of War, the Hitman games, Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You got all these single player games that, get and take you into their world.
Yeah.
And suck you in. So single player games are never going to die. Like this conversation actually started I remember the one year it popped up, and then Spider-Man came out for the PS4 and blew up.
Yeah.
And blew up. Like single player games are never gonna die. You need them, bro, because at the end of the day, like Jay will agree. Me and you, we play Warzone all the time, right?
Yeah.
Look how burnt out we get from the multiplayer game, bro. We always need something. Like you've been playing that game 12 minutes, right? It's 12 minutes.
Vic just beat that shit. I don't know fucking how, but we'll get to that.
I had to cheat and look online a little bit.
Oh, you cheated! I wanted wanted to cheat too.
Bro,
I wanted to cheat too,
I
but I
had to
haven't.
cheat a little bit, bro. But I'm saying like games like that, those are dope concepts.
Yeah.
And people, you know, it's even if you're not into like, Jay, I already know you. You don't really play single player games for the story.
Right.
You're just playing to play.
Right.
Other than Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah,
you're
Kingdom
into
Hearts
that.
is it,
But
yes.
I'm saying, but like a person like me, I was brought up in single player games. I need a story. I enjoy all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like to me, the single player games are never going to die. You need one or the other. You can't have a landscape with just multiplayer games, bro. I'm
Right,
sorry.
I agree.
It's not gonna do as well as it had with single player games in it.
Quick to chat. H2O, single player games are always getting game of the year. Right. I mean, there's some great writing behind it. Always, bro. I mean, single player games are usually gonna get that because again, great writing and a great story is always gonna take you off. Marcus, Mario is always on top of that. He was talking about Nintendo. Yes, you know, and Mario.
Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Zelda was great. Again, H2O. After I get third party 50 times playing Apex, I take a break from multiplayer games, and sometimes I get tired from playing with randoms. Right, and all those things are reasonable things. Mr. Never Chilling, how you feel, bro? How you feel about single player games? I know you play a lot, so let me know how you feel.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody should know I'm a huge gamer. I mean, my main podcast is centralized around gaming itself, so we cover all the gaming news. But like, I am a huge single player game like advocate, right? But the thing is, like, the way I look at it is the fact that gaming itself is the biggest industry in the world. It's bigger than movies, it's bigger than TV, it's bigger than music. It's actually bigger than all three of them combined.
Yeah.
So there has to be a variety. Yeah, multiplayer is there, esports is there, but single player, like Chat mentioned earlier, most of the time the game of the year is a single player game. Not once have I ever seen a multiplayer game specifically win game of the year. To me, it's just not possible for a multiplayer to win because there's not much to it then to win game of the year.
Right.
So to even come into consideration for that. But like just thinking about it, like I'm just gonna rattle off. I keep a list of games I've beaten this year. Single player: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Tell Me Why, Near Replicant, Outriders, Last Stop, Outer Worlds, Omno, in 12 minutes, which you guys were just talking about.
Yep.
All of those single player games had different like puzzles or just ways to beat it. So it was just like multiplayer, it's repetitive, you get burnt out. Single player games, it actually helps build like creativity, puzzle solving, like actually stimulates the mind on and you know how people are big into movies and TV shows?
Yeah.
People will literally sit there and binge watch TV shows like 18 seasons long, where I'm over here playing a game which is more or less the same thing, except it's an interactive movie or interactive TV show.
Right.
So that's why I don't think single player games are dead. They're not anywhere close to dying. There's hundreds of them every year, and they always are on top of the charts as well. So no, yeah, single player games not anywhere close to being dead.
And you know, I definitely agree. Michi Black was popping my boy. We were just talking about you. For me, I wrote down yes and no. Like, you guys are all right. Like, I don't think that they're dead or dying. But the only reason why I say yes and no is because, again, Danny, you hit it right on the head. You kind of took my point. Esports is just becoming so huge, man. It's just taking over. Like, it's on ESPN and things like that. So when people because I'm putting myself in a person who doesn't play video games, honestly. Because obviously I play a little bit of everything, so I don't mind single player games. But if I'm a casual fan of gaming, the first thing I think about is multiplayer, because it's just all over the fucking place, bro. Overwatch is on ESPN. We have freaking Street Fighter on ESPN. So it's like, that's what you see. So automatically you're like, well, it's all about competition. So, you know, single player games, like you said, will never die. They're not dead. There's plenty of great ones. But if you're a casual person sitting at home, you probably don't think about God of War first. You think about the Call of Duties and again, anything that's competitive, Overwatch and things like that. Valorant, it has commercials. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy to see like where competition and competitiveness is taking over. And all big streamers. So if you're on Twitch, a lot of them most are playing multiplayer. Whether it's FIFA, you know, 2K, all of it's about multiplayer and being competitive and talking trash. That seems to be the direction that it's going. So that's why I say yes and no. You know, there's always a demographic for single players. No matter what, that'll never die. And, you know, Danny, like you said, for me, I don't play a lot of single player games, but it's only because I'm not into cutscenes, bro. I have no patience. I can't sit there for... I'm being honest, like, people talk about Skyrim and how great it was. I tried it, It's like, bro, I gotta walk 40 minutes across the entire map just to do one mission. It's like I can't do it. I can't focus. Like I don't got the focus to sit there for 8 days straight and beat a damn game. I've tried. I just can't. Single player for me is just so much more straight. I mean, multiplayer for me is so much more straightforward to where I gotta shoot you in your face and I'm going about my day. Like, so again, for me, it's yes and no. I don't think single player games will ever die. I just think competitive gaming and esports is just overriding gaming, whether it's bad or good, but it's just happening. So H2O said not even a lot of people just don't have the time for a full single player game. Facts, that's true too. A lot of people don't have the time to, I mean, they kind of do, but again, to sit down for 30 minutes each, or whatever your time period is, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, to sit down every single day and play a single player game, or you can go on MLB and get 80 at bats. Like, which one would you rather do? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Man,
just a
you
fine
know
line.
me though.
What?
You know me. I beat God of War in a few days. I was playing hours
Well, that's what I'm
straight.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, facts.
If you have the time, I completely get it. But again, just like a casual gamer, that's what I kind of put. I'm a hardcore gamer. So yeah, hell yeah, I'll beat a fucking game in 2 days. Hell yeah, I beat Kingdom Hearts in 2-3 days because I love the damn game. But it's just rare that something holds my attention. Honestly, it's rare. It's like even with anime or movies or TV. That's why I don't watch TV shows or watch a lot of animes, because it's hard to keep my attention. Like, it has to be very interesting. And Kingdom Hearts was so twisted for me that I don't know what the fuck is going on. That I'm so like, what is gonna happen next? But I don't know what the hell's happening. But I just refuse to give my time to this game and that game and that game and this game and that game. It's just like they're all great. But and even like the new one that came out. What's the new one? The ninja game that came out for the PlayStation.
Ninja game.
Yeah, he was like,
was it Tsushima?
Yeah, that's what it was. He's like a samurai. Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima looks amazing, but I also don't have a PlayStation. But I just never wanted to.
I got one. I still haven't bought it yet, but I gotta buy that.
Fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games ever, and I still haven't played it. Because I just don't want to sit there and just, I just don't. But that's just my opinion, it's just how I am. And I know myself.
I got a couple of last thoughts too, thinking about it here.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you guys are talking about how esports is taking over. It's just like how I mentioned before, like gaming is such a big industry. Like there's literally a market for everybody. Like I stream when I've been playing 12 minutes or any other single player game have been playing recently. I've been streaming it. Some people have tuned in and liked following along and helping you out, maybe because sometimes I don't see things and stuff like that, and they enjoy watching it too. Because more to them, it's like watching a TV show or watching a movie.
Exactly.
They're not the ones having to struggle through it and beat it. They get to watch it, and that's a big market. That's where a lot of content creators make a lot of their money too. Is from YouTube, their replays and people going on there for walkthroughs and stuff like that.
I was gonna mention that YouTube is a huge place for single player games, like non-commentary, and you just play the game and record it and post it. You post like an 8-hour video, and people people do watch that. So, I mean, you're right.
Well, people watch it for the simple fact that there's some people on a budget like me. Like I buy very slight few games here and there.
Right.
Like there's people that like, okay, well I can't buy it. I'm willing to watch this because it looks like a movie. You know what I mean? Like this is why those walkthroughs and playthroughs with no commentary, because the people don't even want to hear the person talking over the game. They just want to watch the game.
Right. I wholeheartedly agree.
But another thing too in the competitive market too is people speed running games. That's huge.
Yes,
and it's about who can beat the game the fastest. So they take that competitive nature and implement it into the single player aspect. And I love that about games. Like Titanfall 2 was one of them recently. Doom, of course, is always one of them that people like to speed run. So that's been pretty cool to see the uprising of speed running.
Speaking of speed running, I watched someone beat Zelda. Forget which one it was. It was one of the ones on the 64. They beat that shit in like 4 minutes, and I didn't know that shit was fucking possible. But there's like different glitches and like bugs you can get through, and I said, "Whoa!" Like, what the fuck? Like, it didn't even make no damn sense to my brain. I'm like, I didn't think that was even.
It's just like some of the Mario games. The Mario games, there's a couple of them that you can like jump to certain levels that it skips certain shit. It just automatically gets you there. Someone actually just found a glitch in Metal Gear Solid, the OG game, where if you got shot while being pressed up against one of the doors, it glitched you through the door, and then like fast forward the whole game like a couple of levels, and they were like, "Oh shit, I accidentally found this." Not speedrunning the game, but I just found out how to speedrun it.
You know what's funny?
It was just some random chick. She just randomly found it, and then everybody's trying to use it now.
But you know what's funny about that? I feel like developers put that in the game on purpose just for you to find it, because that doesn't make any damn sense. I shoot you through the wall and I complete the game. Like, what does that doesn't make any sense?
Not during the PS1 days. They weren't putting that kind
I'm
of
about
shit.
to say,
That's true,
there was no
That was a
hotfixes
legitimate
back
Bro,
then,
that's
man.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy glitch. Quick to chat before we hit to our next topic. Meech said single player games is not as entertaining as multiplayer. Right. I mean, that's your opinion, bro. That's how you feel. That's how I feel too a little bit. YouTube is where people watch 8-hour walkthroughs. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
H2O says it depends what you find entertaining. Right. That's what I'm saying. It depends what you find entertaining. Some people love it. Some people don't. I'd rather watch a speed run. Me too, Meech, because some of them shits is amazing, especially when you don't glitch. If you don't glitch, I am shocked. I'll watch a specific part that I'm stuck on.
That's because your brain works in like increments. That's all.
No, that's because your brain picked Michael Bridges. But anyway, on to the next topic. We're done with single player. We're gonna talk about some sports. Who's my sports fans in chats? We're gonna talk about our early NFL predictions. Now, I didn't go as in depth as Dirty Dan here.
I went hard, all right, people.
But I picked the MVP, I picked the Defensive Player of the Year, I picked Offensive Player of the Year, I picked the Champions, and I picked Rookie of the Year. Now, it was brought to my attention there was a Defensive Player, an Offensive Player, and a regular Rookie of the Year. I just picked one. You say whoever wins that shit. I don't know. I picked the Offensive Player. So whoever you want to go with that. Anyway, Dirty Dan, take us off with your early, long-ass predictions here. Go ahead.
Wow, bro. Anyway, look, I'll do your little list of like the MVPs and stuff like that. So
I mean, listen. No. You can go through divisions. Go through division. You can go with a few divisions. Go with your division with the Giants, because I know we got some Philadelphia fans. And
It's a Washington Redskins out here, baby.
Yeah, Redskins fan right here. So it'd be a good debate. You can go with your division and maybe one more, and then we'll go through with the MVP and defensive player, blah, blah. Go through.
all right, well, if you want me to go NFC East, like even though I'm a Giants fan, I actually picked his team.
Whoa!
I picked Washington. Bro, their defense is just crazy, bro.
There is. They are.
And plus, you know, our boy Jason. Like I was talking to him. Yeah, they're like Jason said, they're iffy is QB, but their defense, bro, it's nuts.
And they got a good running back.
All right. Now, the only way the Giants can ever compete is Saquon has to be healthy and Daniel Jones has to step up. And I don't trust Daniel Jones.
And not trip over his feet.
So, yeah. So I don't trust Daniel Jones.
I like
bro.
him, but
I pray to God Saquon stays healthy because he's a great running back. But as far as Daniel Jones,
real quick,
whatever.
That's why I'm not so hard on Daniel Jones, because the best player is always fucking injured. If he
The
stays
football
healthy,
team, yes,
he
sir.
might be good.
Hold on. I can't. Go ahead. I can't blame Saquon because the Giants never get offensive line.
Right.
This has been a problem for years.
That's true.
Eli was the scapegoat, and they didn't have an offensive line for him either.
That's true. Quick to chat. I'm sorry, chat's kind of going crazy, so I don't want to interrupt. But Meech said MVP Russell Wilson. You're smoking crack. Giants is ass.
That's a homer.
The Washington team, Meech. The Washington team is ass. He's
a hater.
ass.
No,
He must be an Eagles fan.
No, he's a Seahawks fan. He's a Seahawks fan. Meech is a Seahawks fan.
Meech started snapping in the chat. He said Giants is ass. The Washington team is ass.
Seahawks ain't win the championship anyway, so you keep talking all you want. As long as the Bucks are there, bro, you're never going to the Super Bowl.
Mookie said EAGLES. Of course, he's an Eagles fan. So go ahead, Danny, continue. I'm sorry. I just had to get the chat.
Right.
That had me cracking up.
Well, I'm glad you have me starting the East because everyone in the chat's like East fans anyway. They got the Cowboys.
That's why I did it.
I mean, all right,
but hold on. Before I continue, let me give you my opinion. And this might shock people, but I'm going to say it because I don't give a fuck. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I think if Dak stays healthy, I think they got a chance to take first. And I don't think that they'll make a lot of noise.
Week 1.
That's what I'm saying. If he can come back, because it's his long season, it's possible. But I agree. I do like the Redskins a lot. I'm not, or whatever the fuck you want to call them nowadays. The football team. I like them a lot. I do
Until
think
next year.
They're like legit. Like their defense is super legit. I do like them a lot. So he said, Meech don't even know sports. Okay, we got it. Continue, Danny.
All right, so now I'm not even gonna go through all the divisions because the Super Bowl people are gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" My MVP. This is gonna make people laugh, but I don't care. Josh Allen's gonna be MVP this year.
Oh, I kind of like that.
He was third. He was third last year.
Okay.
Third to coach last year, yeah.
And I'm about to say he's improved every year he's been in the league. I believe next year he's gonna take the next leap.
I like that.
I believe he'll be MVP.
That's a good pick.
Defensive player of the year. Yo, it's Aaron Donald versus everybody else. Aaron Donald is just a beast, bro. The only way Aaron Donald's not winning that is if he gets injured or something. Like the Aaron Donald's just a beast, bro. No one's beating him for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm sorry.
Quick to chat, cause I don't want to forget. They're going crazy. Chat's going wild. Shane said Ravens is winning the championship. Lamar winning MVP. Trevor Lawrence winning Rookie of the Year. You're high. Mookie said Mikael Bridges. I don't know who Mikael Bridges for MVP.
Yeah, for sure.
Meech said Mook, your Eagles. Blah blah. Okay, whatever. Shane said exactly Mook. Mook said great pick, Danny. I think that's a great pick too. I like that. Meech said he likes Josh Allen. I agree. It's a great pick. Continue.
Okay, so Offensive Player of the Year, I picked Alvin Kamara, Saints running back.
Okay.
Now look, before Drew Brees got injured last year, my man almost had over 2,000 yards period from rushing and receiving.
He does both, yes.
Bro, if this year he can get 2,000 yards combined with 25 touchdowns almost, then he good because he has 16 rushing, 5 receiving. That's 21 right there, bro.
That's a good pick. I like your pick.
So overall Rookie of the Year, Micah Parsons, my boys.
Oh,
Hey.
oh,
Shout out A. Harrisburg.
Hey, bro, no, not even because he's Harrisburg, but he's in the best situation, bro. He's in the best situation.
He could ball.
He could ball.
Yeah.
Now the other player I was gonna pick is a bull on Washington. What was his name? Damn, I was just talking to Jay about him. What's the rookie's name? The linebacker.
My boy should know.
I should know this one. He
He
came from Kentucky. He came from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Damn, Shane said Alvin Kamara ain't winning shit with Jameis Winston. Listen, man, I like Jameis, man. I think he all right.
But he's gonna run the ball more. That's why I picked him. He'll get over 1,000 yards.
Exactly what I said.
Jamin Davis. You're talking about Jamin Davis.
Jamin
I had to
Davis.
look it up. That name slipped my mind. I haven't heard him at all in preseason.
Yeah, but I picked him because Washington got such a great defensive line. He can kill it, bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
With the defensive line, he can kill it.
Yeah, they were saying that he was arguably better than Micah Parsons and should have been drafted before Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
But they were just like, Parsons is just overall better, but Jamin is just more athletic.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going with Micah because he's in a better situation right now.
Right.
So, a Super Bowl, Browns versus Bucks. I am picking the Browns. I am picking the Browns, bro. From top to bottom, they got a squad, okay?
I respect it.
And you know what? I'm going with the shock pick. The Browns will win the Super Bowl, my boy. That's my shock pick.
No,
they're winning the Super Bowl.
The Browns are winning. The Browns are beating the Bucks, bro.
Yo, this is getting clipped and going on Facebook.
Mikael Bridges all the way, my boy.
Bro, if the Browns win the Super Bowl,
I don't know about that.
That'd be better than LeBron winning the championship for Cleveland.
I have to make the shock pick. Like look, it's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady, but I think the Browns. Hey, whatever.
Shane said
Baker Mayfield out here.
Nah. Okay.
I don't know.
I respect
it. Depends on which Baker Mayfield you get.
That's right.
Well, not even that. Also, it depends on what Odell you get because he's coming back this year.
That's true.
And if he's not going to be selfish and play within the system, that's just another deep threat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The pick is not that bad because they have an amazing run game. They got 2 of the best running backs. They have
and their defense is crazy too.
Their offense is crazy.
Yeah, I mean the defense is amazing. I know that. I'm not gonna talk about the defense. But you got 2 of the best wide receivers when healthy and when they want to get involved. Jarvis Landry is really good.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthy. That's it. For OJ or whatever.
And last year they almost beat the Chiefs.
Odell Beckham.
I'm saying, but last year the Browns almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
it was 22-17. They almost beat the Chiefs last year.
That's true.
It was 22-17.
Well, first off, let me say this. OJ's not that far off. I meant OBJ, but fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Mook said Baker had the ball. I like the Browns pick. We know you would, Meech. He said this is going to age well. Listen, honestly, I mean, y'all, I had the same reaction y'all did, but the Browns ain't that bad, man. They actually got a really, really good team. Mr. Never Chillin', how you feel, bro? Let me hear your predictions before I get to mine.
Yeah, so I didn't pick any divisional champs or anything like that. Of course, I'm gonna shout out my Washington football team. Super excited for this year. Solid defense, at least top 2, top 3 defense in the league. Offense is coming around. Except if Fitzpatrick comes around and has the same season he had last year with better weapons, it's over.
I agree.
And he actually has a run game and a defense behind him, so that's a whole different ball game. But one of my picks though, MVP, I got Mahomes. I'm just gonna stick. I know that's probably gonna be everybody's pick.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
Mahomes is the nowadays GOAT. Like Tom Brady's still in the league. We know he's the greatest of all time, but we're watching greatness develop year after year. My man is taking the Chiefs to the Super Bowl endless years. He's at least going to the playoffs every year. Why not? I mean, it's insane. But defensive player of the year, I'm taking a homer pick. I'm thinking Chase Young. Chase Young is going to win.
I like it.
Defensive player of the year after winning last year's Rookie of the Year defensive player.
I like it.
So Chase Young can only get better. And the thing is, like, it's so crazy, like having Chase Young on one end and then having Montez Sweat on the other side. It's so hard because they both overshadow each other, and a lot of spotlight gets lost in that.
Right.
So that's my pick. Offensive player of the year, and I think this is going to be big too. Comeback player of the year as well. Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh.
Christian McCaffrey's going to come back and go ham. I don't care who's at quarterback. My man, it leads always like good at receiving, good at rushing. Why not, right?
Like
Christian McCaffrey, I would love to have him on my team. Shit.
Yeah.
Even though Antonio Gibson is solid at running back, but Christian McCaffrey is a whole nother level and really elevates that team. But
Like that.
my rookie of the year, I did split him up into defense and offense. Offense, I'm gonna take Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts could be a solid.
That is my pick. Yes, sir.
A solid pick there because he plays for the Falcons. Matt Ryan now has a solid tight end to throw the ball to, and Kyle Pitts is like a receiver, like more or less a receiver, but he plays a tight end position.
Yes, sir.
Because he's big, so that's going to be a big target for them.
Yes, sir.
But defense, I also had Micah Parsons as well, being a native of Harrisburg, but I think he's going to kill it for the Cowboys. Like just thinking back, like Cowboys has always had a solid linebacker at all points. And like this is the next one. This is the next step in their legacy in their linebacker position. So that's definitely mine. But Super Bowl champs, I gotta give it back to the Bucs, man. I think Tom Brady's getting another one.
Oof.
Tom Brady has too many weapons, and now you just have a full year of working with these weapons because you figure they picked up Fournette late as shit. They picked Antonio Brown up late as shit. Gronkowski came out of retirement late as shit. Like all these players chemistry wasn't there, and they still won a Super Bowl.
And they got everybody back.
Right, they worked out all the contracts. Like they have to go back. Like they're at least going back. But that's my champion there.
All right, I respect it. For me, I'm gonna go MVP, and this might surprise y'all. I'm gonna go with my guy, the bad man himself, Aaron fucking Rodgers. He's about to show the NFL why y'all should stop doubting this man and stop tarnishing his fucking name. Stop playing with that man. He's a bad man, as Stephen A would say. I'm going Aaron Rodgers, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not gonna lie though, I do like James pick of Lamar Jackson. I don't think they made enough wide receiver changes for him to like really show off his arm, but I kind of like that pick too. Defensive player of the year, I am going Myles Garrett.
Okay.
I'm going with the Browns pick. I think I don't want to say he's underrated, but he doesn't get talked about as the rest of the people. But I like him a lot. I think the Browns would have a better season. He's going to be the main guy on defense, so he might get that. I like that. Offensive player of the year, I'm going with Derrick Damn Henry. My man is unstoppable.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only guy who can just run the ball and just not be stopped. He's literally, you already know he's going to get 1,000 yards. Just bet the money on it.
I just saw the stats on him. He's the only player ever to have 2,000 yards in high school, 2,000 yards in college, and 2,000 yards in the NFL, all in one season.
We're talking about 2,000. Like, come on, bro.
2,000, not even 1,000, 2,000.
And he's stiff arming everybody.
Step is bowling over everybody. So my offensive player is going to be Derrick Henry. Real quick to chat. They got a whole enchilada back in some, and they took pay cuts to play with Brady. Facts. Doug Ware said, "Yo, what up, bro? Welcome."
What up?
What's up, Doug?
Meat said Aaron Rodgers is definitely a bad man. Yes, he is, sir. Rookie of the year, Kyle Pitts. I gotta go with Kyle Pitts. I agree with everything that you said. I'm a Falcons fan, so I know how we play. We love to feed tight ends. That's what Matt Ryan loves to do. When we had Tony Gonzalez, he was eating. So I think Kyle Pitts is going to get a lot of touches. He might get 1,000 yards. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because
Right, and because like there's going to be distractions with Julio Jones still.
no, Julio got traded. Remember that? Remember?
Oh
He went to
yeah.
Tennessee.
They got
Ridley.
Ridley, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And our running back is decent. We got the bull Mike. I forgot his last name, but he was with the Panthers last year. He's pretty good too. So we got a decent offense to where I think he would really get it in. And I also put Justin Fields on here. I like him. What you laughing at?
I'm
The
reading
chat?
chat.
Yeah, I know.
Said,
I saw that. He said, I'm picking Mikael Bridges to win NFL and NBA MVP. Yo, y'all gotta chill. Anyway,
That's hilarious.
my honorable mention for Rookie of the Year is Justin Fields. I like him a lot. And I think the Bears have a pretty good receiving core too, that he can kind of show off his talent. So if it's not Kyle Pitts, I'm going Justin Fields. And my champions might be kind of a bullshit pick, normal pick, but I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. There's no way you get blown out that way and killed that way and you don't come back angrier and better than you were last year, because they got embarrassed. I don't think that if they met in the Super Bowl again, Bucks and Chiefs, that's not going to happen again. The Bucks defense is amazing, but the Chiefs, I think, were just caught off guard. And again, when you get smacked in your face, it's all about the comeback and how you're willing to fight. And I think Mahomes is willing to fight. I think everybody on that team is willing to fight. Tyreek got heart. So I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't have a defensive player of the year for rookies because I just picked one. Kyle Pitts is it, or Justin Fields. Go ahead, Mr. Never Chilling. You can give me some closing comments.
Oh no, yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like the Bucks defense though, like turned up in the playoffs. And the crazy thing is, like, their defense is all right. They're not that great.
Yeah.
But they played at that great level at the right time. And that's really what it was. And the thing is, like, it didn't even start. It started after round one, because Washington played them round one, and we almost beat them with a off the streets quarterback, fourth string quarterback, and almost beat them with Taylor Heineke out here. And the thing is, he played the game of his life, but almost beat them. So like, we were scoring points on them. So their defense was all right, and we almost beat them. And then they turned the fuck up after that. They were like, all right, we realized that we almost got beat by Washington. At that time, Washington was still like a
joke, kind of.
Yeah, they weren't really sure what Washington was really going to be.
Right.
So they were like, all right, cool. We can't almost lose to them, so we got to turn up. So I definitely give it a shout out for the Bucks defense to turn the hell up, because to shut down the Chiefs is tough, man.
It is.
They got a whole team of offensive weapons. Like I feel like they have like 5 receivers, like 2 tight ends, a running back. Like, listen, they're all good.
Before I go to this and that, I gotta touch on that. Tom Brady did great, and he deserves all the praise. But please stop just saying it was Tom Brady. That defense shut out one of the best offenses of all time. That defense is legit. Tom Brady doesn't play on that side of the field. So understand that defense is legit and it's real, and that's really a big reason why they won the championship. And I just want to give props to the defense, because I feel like they don't get it enough. On to this or that. This is going to be a fun one. I hope y'all brushed up on your Pokemons. We're doing this or that Pokemon.
Are you for real? Oh,
we in there. We in there.
We're going to brush up on the this or that Pokemon. Yes, sir.
I'm excited for the new Pokemon games that come out, man.
Tell me about it, man. Listen.
I'm taking shots.
Might as well open the bottle.
Listen, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get mine ready, because I already
got my first shot poured, man. It's a wrap.
I'm going to just drink straight out the bottle, because I got a little bottle. So,
how's this work again with the shots? We take a shot when we disagree or something?
Yeah, so you pick one. If you say both and you can't pick because you love them both, take a shot if you say both. Okay. The first one, I try to make it a little easy and try to get a little harder. We're going to do my boy Psyduck or Meowth.
Ugh. They're both terrible.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I did it. They both suck.
It depends on what Psyduck you're getting. Like, if you're going to get that crazy, like, psycho-ass Psyduck, then it's going to be Psyduck.
I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to go Meowth, because my man was all about the bag. My man wanted the chicken, and he was with the enemies.
That's what I'm going with, Meowth. Just for that reason right there.
Yeah. Boy was on the bag. Who you got, Meowth?
I'm going to go Psyduck on this one.
My boy Shane says Psyduck.
Because, like,
he agrees with
Psyduck, like, it depends on what Meowth you're getting then, too. Because, like, are you getting the Meowth with Team Rocket, or are you just getting a basic-ass Meowth? Because the one that don't talk, I guess, apparently. Because the other ones, they just be like, meow, meow. Where the other one's like, all right, I talk normal.
All right. I'm thinking Team Rocket. Chat's going crazy.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
We got Shane with Psyduck, H2O with Meowth, Meech with Psyduck, Team Rocket. Yes, sir. He said, fuck teamwork. Wow, why would you say that? What? You mean Team Rocket, sir? Meech is fucking high. Anyway.
Teamwork. This is why you're not on the show right now.
Meech, Shane, I saw you send me a voice message, bro. Obviously, I can't listen to that right now. I don't know what happened. Maybe something happened. Anyway, next one. Ma Chop or Man Chop, how you want to say it? I say Ma Chop. or Geodude?
Geodude.
Taking a shot.
You taking a shot?
That's definitely a tough one
I love them both.
because they're like more or
They
less
both
the
fight.
same
Yeah, they
same
both fight.
way.
Yeah.
Right. Both kind of
But,
rocky.
but they're also different type of Pokemon.
That's
like
right.
if it was the OG Pokemon, they were the same type. They were both fighting or whatever. But like there's rock and then there's fighting now.
Yeah.
So it depends on like who you're going up against and stuff like that. But you also got to think about the evolutions too. Like you both Machamp and
Yeah, my champ is cold.
and then Golem.
Yep.
So it just like makes you. I would say Machamp because Machop whatever
yeah.
because of Machamp because I feel like Machamp was a better overall
He was
than
cooler.
Golem. Yeah.
He said, I said Psyduck for the fun of it. Okay, Shane.
We
we
got take a shot anyway with y'all.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Meat said Machop.
Oh, I'm just gonna go. I feel left out. So I'm just gonna take
Shane said Machop. He said even the OG, it was rocking fighting. Well, I don't know, bro. I honestly forget. No one really gives a fuck, bro. It's okay, man. Who you got though? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know in the OG. I want to know who you got. Give me who you got. Next one. Gengar or Alakazam. They both trash.
I'm a Gengar gang. Like I
Yo,
fucks with
I know
Gengar.
people who love Gengar. That purple.
Yo, Gengar is like the dopest, and like his backstory of like how like Ghostly, Haunter, and Ghastly are like they're like legitimate nightmares.
Yeah.
Of like Pokemon and regular people and stuff like that. So Gengar's a badass.
So we got Gengar, H2O, or Marcus said Alakazam. H2O said I'm taking a shot. LOL. Who you got, Danny?
Maybe because I'm old school. I'm just gonna go Alakazam.
You know what? I'm gonna go Alakazam too. Even though I really like Gengar, I really do. I'm gonna go Alakazam. H2O said Gengar. So
Saying along the lines of Alakazam, I got this.
oh shit!
There you go.
Hey, that's dope.
Max card of Alakazam.
That's
That shit's
dope.
solid.
I picked Alakazam. A lot of Gengars. Type advantage. Listen, bro. I ain't talking about types. I'm talking about who you like, man. Who you
Like,
rock
They're
with.
both psychic.
That's it, bro.
They're
Who
both
you rock
yeah.
with.
they're both psychic. There is no type of advantage.
Right. I just want to know who you like, man. You know, I don't get into politics. We talk about
No,
who you like.
But it is crazy to think about Alakazam in the TV show, and my man was like legitimately just like sitting there and would like fuck shit
break
up.
that shit up,
Yeah.
Okay. Gengar. Yes, sir. Okay. Marcus, we get it, bro.
Oh, he's not
Next
psychic
one.
now, I guess.
I listen, bro. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. Who do you like? That's all I'm asking, bro. Daniel. He said Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a cool thing they did, right? Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. Damn. That kind of just hit me. Like now that I'm older, holy shit, that kind of makes sense. Anyway.
Oh, you know the other one, right? With Ekans and Arbok.
Oh yes. The backwards. It's,
Yeah,
it's
Snake
fake.
and Cobra.
That is pretty fucking. Yeah, I'll give that. Next one. Pikachu or Raichu.
Oh, definitely Pikachu. You can't evolve in the Raichu. What are you doing? Just saying. I feel like that's like Pokemon code. You just can't unless you're just trying to collect them all.
Bro, understand. I think Raichu is cooler. That's my issue. Pikachu is just so fucking like cute and cuddly and shit, bro. Raichu's like the thug. He's like, fuck that shit. I'm fucking shit up. He said, oh shit. Yeah, it's a tough one, Shane. It's a tough one. I mean, my boy Vic said Pikachu off the rip. I don't know who. I think I might take a shot on this one.
Pikachu's the face of Pokemon.
He is, bro. But listen, Goku's the face of Dragon Ball Z. I like Vegeta more. So it's like I always like the bad guys.
Oh,
bro.
here we go.
I ain't starting it. I ain't starting it.
We got him started.
Here we go.
I ain't starting it. Wait. Shay said y'all just mind fucked me. Yes, Snake backwards is whatever the fuck it was. Whatever. I don't want to say his name. But yeah, it's Snake backwards. Raichu was just a fat Pikachu. Stop fucking playing with his name, bro. Are y'all crazy? He said, but Pikachu. Who you got, Danny? I'm taking a shot.
Raichu was just a fat Pikachu.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on which Pikachu you got, because you could collect fat Pikachu.
That's facts.
The card.
That's facts.
I'm gonna have to go with Pikachu.
He said, fuck Vegeta. I'm not gonna start with you. I'm not gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z right now because I will kill you. Anyway, go ahead. You going
I'll kill
Pikachu?
Yeah, I'm going Pikachu. I'm going Pikachu.
I respect it. I'm taking a shot. I like them both. I like Raichu a lot. He said Raichu used to beat the shit out of Pikachu. I don't know if that happened, Meech, because I honestly forget.
And
But
what
I'ma
show
believe
or
that.
game or movie was that?
I don't know. He might be right because I know Meech. The next week we gonna do WWE wrestlers. Your top 5. I know you love fucking WWF. I don't call it WWE. Fuck that shit.
Well, you know, I fucked with WWE too. Yeah.
So next one. Gyarados or Onyx?
Gyarados.
Ooh.
Gyarados would trash. Gyarados would trash Onyx if they were going head to head just because of the types.
He would, but who you like more?
I think, but Gyarados has so much versatility. Like it's a water, but it also has psychic abilities and dragon abilities at some point. Where Onyx was strictly just rock.
I agree.
Rock, and that's it.
I kind of agree. My boy said Vegeta over Goku. Thanks, bro. He says easy Gyarados. I mean, you could say that. I put them two together because they were both big as shit. So I was trying to figure out, you know. He said that's a shot. Thank you. Right? It's a shot. It's not easy. Come on, man. Stop that shit. Gyarados. I mean, listen. I know he's probably better, but you gotta understand where he comes from. A piece of shit Pokemon. Let's just leave it at that.
Right, you gotta struggle to level that bitch up. The only way to level.
Bro.
The only way to level up Magikarp was with the EXP share item that you would get and just put it on him so he get.
Listen, I was just talking about that the other day because I wrote this down in the party. I was like, bro, I have never ever had a Gyarados in a game because there's no fucking way I'm evolving that shit.
You didn't have the red Gyarados from back in the day,
bro. Never, bro. Because I'm not sitting there and just. You either gotta grind the shit out of that and just keep dying, or you gotta just.
There was the red Gyarados. There was a red Gyarados that you can catch.
Oh, see, you know more than I do, bro. I don't fucking know.
Exactly. You gotta remember the attention span on the single player games, bro. He ain't doing
it. They weren't there. He beat the game and that was it. He didn't go with more and do all the extra shit.
You know what? You hit it right on the head. I don't do the extra shit. I ain't doing. I remember watching Danny. I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I'm collecting this stuff. I said, bro, just go do the fucking mission. That's what I do. I just go collect the mission.
He said, fuck the side missions. What are you doing?
He said Gyarados was shit on Onyx. Can y'all stop with the shitting stuff? I'm not talking about fighting. Who do you like more? Damn. He said water beats rock, Meech. What are you talking about? Oh god. Now we start. Now we start debating in chat.
Whole conversation.
We're starting a debate in chat. Okay, this is what I wanted. I like it. Anyway, Snorlax, my fucking guy. He said.
He fucking said already.
I love the fat guys. Fuck it. Snorlax or Dragonite. I picked these two because they're both fan favorites. For whatever reason.
I would have to go with Dragonite. Snorlax is only cool because he blocked the path in the game and you had to get the fruit.
He's always sleeping, bro. That's a majestic shit. I wish I could sleep all day. I'm taking a shot. There's no way.
I'm just thinking, there's no way you can't choose from them two. I feel like that's easy.
I can't.
That's easy
Hell
to choose
no, I can't, bro. Gold Magikarp evolved into the red Gyarados. There you go. So you got it. I didn't know that shit, bro. Congratulations. Dragonite. He said, bro, rock. Okay, y'all talking about some Pokemon shit now.
I'm going Snorlax. I don't care.
Yes, sir. Thank you, the fat guys. I would.
The fat guys want to sleep all day. That's all me right there, bro.
I mean, allow me to say this. Dragonite's pretty fat too, but I picked them too because they were fan favorites. Now this is my question. Y'all ready for this one? This is gonna be a funny question. Okay.
Oh boy.
I feel like this is gonna be a debate. This is not this or that, but it's about a Pokemon, right?
Okay.
Does Ditto beat Mewtwo?
I mean, he could just turn into Mewtwo himself.
Does he beat him? But does Ditto come out victorious? Or is it Mewtwo beating Mewtwo? It's a mind fuck. Ditto would turn into him.
Which reality are we talking about? Like in the game? Are we talking about in the show? We talking about, like, I'll go into depth with this.
I'm talking about the game. Let's just go with the game. Fuck it.
It depends on who's playing the game, but yeah, I could probably win with Ditto. It depends on what you did to level up Ditto, and you're going up against Mewtwo.
So this is my question: if Ditto, if you're playing Pokemon Stadium and Ditto gets the first turn,
Pokemon Stadium,
who wins? If Ditto gets the first turn, who wins?
Ditto.
Ditto will
win?
Probably
not. Probably not. Mewtwo will get the win because they'll be evenly matched, but his first move has to be transformed.
Bro, this is a mind fuck right here, bro. This is a super mind fuck. There's got to be a question that we ask the world. Can Ditto beat anybody? Is Ditto unbeatable if he gets the first attack? Yo, chat's going crazy. H2O said water is super effective against rock. You're making no sense. Oh god, they're going crazy. The geek talk. Mewtwo, he would have the first hit.
They're coming at Meech because Meech is a dummy.
Meech said Mewtwo, he would get the first turn using transform. That's what I'm saying. So like, does Ditto win?
I'm going with Shane, bro.
What?
Did you see his little? Did you see his little thing where he said, "I'm taking Mikal Bridges. He involved into Michael Jordan."
I did not see that. He said, "Nah, you can't."
Right?
attack
Yeah,
us."
I agree with HCO because of that.
Bro, why are y'all taking this so political, bro? It's just a simple question. If Ditto had the first hit, does he win? I'm making, you know what? I'm gonna record this because I need this.
But you got to understand
as a
that
world.
that Ditto's first move has to be transform. So Mewtwo's first hit, Mewtwo's first attack is going to be an attack, not anything else.
Right.
So then
but
he's already
eat that shit. He
Ditto
might eat that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you did with Ditto before you got to that fight.
I'm posting
Because
this.
you can go defense up, attack up, special defense up, stuff like that. Like Pokemon is way more in depth than you might think it is.
I listen. I only really played Pokemon like I played the old joints. I love Pokemon Stadium. I love Pokemon Gold and shit. After that, I kind of fell apart because I don't know. I just stopped liking Pokemon honestly. But bro, I'm posting this, and we gonna have a conversation later. Anyway, he would have had the first hit. I don't give a fuck. H2O. Stop talking about the first hit. Damn. Anyway,
Well, then you can't talk about who's going to win then, because it depends on who gets that first hit.
man,
Because they're going to be the same.
we're getting too political, bro. Damn. He said, but the stats will be the same, so it's about who hit first at that point. Okay, I got you, bro. Okay, you got it, bro. You're right. Fuck it. You're right. Mewtwo beats Ditto. Fuck it. Anyway, or just Mewtwo beat Mewtwo because now Mewtwo's Ditto's Mewtwo. You know, see, it's a mind fuck. Anyway,
You want me to mind fuck you some more?
Oh god, let me hear it.
Every Pokemon's DNA is based off of Mew.
Oh,
That's why Mew's the last Pokemon on the number list.
No. That makes sense. I kind of get that. Yeah, that's true. I
And
can.
apparently, because like Mew is like a cat type
Yes.
of some sort, so it's like every Pokemon is technically a cat type. Then it changes your whole perspective of Pokemon.
Exactly. No, that makes sense actually. And I watched the Pokemon movie, so I kind of got that from that movie too, honestly. H2O said, but their stats will be the same, so it's about who gets to. Okay, I got you, bro. Anyway, let's get to our next topic because we're gonna be on this Pokemon shit forever. Shay said, catch a wild Michael Bridges at your local gym. Anyway,
Yo,
on to the next topic.
You know,
right?
I'm taking a shot just for that comment. All right.
I love the cop. I'm right there with you.
I want to know, we had a conversation on here about your top 3 or top 5, I forget, Marvel movies.
Hey, you did top 3. You did the top 3.
Yes. I want to know who's your top 3 Marvel heroes. Dirty Dan, take me off. What is your top 3? And start at number 3. Don't be like me to start at number 1.
Yeah, no, you know.
Okay,
this.
I'm just saying.
Number 3 is going to be Iron Man.
Okay.
I think that's self-explanatory why Iron Man.
I understand. Whatever your reasoning is, go ahead.
Well, look, I'm a Batman fan. No, I'm saying I'm a Batman fan. Iron Man's pretty much the same damn thing. Billboy, billionaire, smart. You know,
There's no superpowers. He just has a technology.
Yeah, I mean, and I love the cockiness.
Right? Hell yeah, it's fun. He's a funny
I love
character.
the cockiness.
Funny
You know,
character.
he's a great
I love the
character.
thought behind that. They were like, anybody who cosplays as Batman or Iron Man is technically
Iron
Batman
Man.
or Iron Man.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's not difficult.
You know what I mean, now number 2 is Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
The merc with a mouth. All right, like in the comics, bro, it's just hilarious. He breaks the fourth wall. He knows he's in the comic book. He's the only superhero that knows he's in a comic book or in a video game.
Yeah.
Because when the video game came out, he is just hilarious. And when they finally came out with the movie, Ryan Reynolds killed it, bro. Ryan Reynolds killed that character.
For sure. I'm excited for him to come to the MCU, like officially.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, number 1 is Spider-Man. Hands down, Spider-Man for me, bro.
I thought you were picking somebody else.
Which
Holy
one?
shit.
Who you thought was gonna pick? Who you thought was gonna pick?
I thought you were gonna pick Wolverine.
Oh, see, I was thinking about putting him around 3, but I couldn't pick him over Iron Man.
Ooh.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man for me. And I'm talking about like OG Spider-Man, bro, not the like. Remember, I'm an old head.
The new one's nice though. I love
the
that.
new one is nice. The new one's nice.
I love Tom
I'm just
Holland.
saying. But when you talk, like when we were talking about the movies, no one even mentioned Spider-Man, which I kind of understand why. But like, Spider-Man is such a popular character, dog.
It is.
Maybe I'm a homer because I'm from New York,
Nah, he
and
is.
he got the.
No, did you guys see the stats off of the new trailer that just dropped?
Yep.
It is now the most liked. It's the most liked video on YouTube of all time. Like in the first 24 hours, it has over 335 million likes or views or something like that. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
And people don't even talk about enough. Like when you talk about Batman, right? When people talk about Batman, they always talk about Joker, the villains, blah blah. Because you have to have good villains. Yo, Spider-Man, he got Doc Ock, Green Goblin.
He's the Sinister Six.
Yeah, I must say
straight up. That's all you gotta say.
As I say, he got Venom, Carnage, Kingpin, Mysterio, Hobgoblin, Morbius, bro. Like the vampire, like Rhino, yeah, Shocker. All these characters that you know, like hands down, to me, Spider-Man's number one when it comes to Marvel characters.
I respect it.
Hands down, bro.
Okay, well, quick to chat before I get to Mr. Never Chillin'. Shane said Spider-Man. Wow, he put Captain America second. I would have never fucking guessed. I thought that was your guy. That's your guy. Number one, Iron Man. Love it. Respect it. My wife, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor. I like Thor as number one, and especially in the movies because she watches a lot of movies. She's not a comic book like us. So in the movies, he's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, he kills it. Fat Bull gonna be Green Goblin, new Spider-Man. You heard it first. Okay, Shane. He's talking about Spider-Man's friend in the movie. The Asian. He looks kind of Asian.
He's not gonna.
That I ain't gonna front though. That'd be kind of amazing. It'll fuck me up.
Apparently, like all the villains are coming from like
the old ones.
The Spider-Man.
Yes.
The multiverse.
Yes. But I mean, it'd be cool. I don't know. It wouldn't be cool, but it kind of would. It would fuck me up if he turned on Spider-Man for some reason.
That would definitely be a twist.
Yes, it would. I would like it. Let me see. Meech, Iron Man number 3. Number 2, Hulk. I like Hulk. I don't think people talk about Hulk enough. I like him. Number 1, Black Panther. I respect it. Or Hobgoblin. Yeah, true, bro. One of them. Okay. Mr. Never Chillin'. Let me get your top 3 Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, so this one's interesting. How I listed them out is probably not the order I would put as the most important characters. So I'm gonna rearrange my list based off what I have written down. But number 3 then is going to have to be Iron Man.
Respect
just because of how dope he is and like how creative he is. Like he's like the smartest person in the world, other than like obviously Hulk.
Right.
I forget his name.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. Yeah, thank you. Draw a blank there. But so it was just like my man could literally solve anything. Like he literally, because of Endgame, they were able to time travel because of him. He was like, I just figured it out. I wasn't really trying to do this, but I just figured it out. Let's go do it. Like my man does and then he sacrificed himself.
Love it.
Spoiler alert for anybody who's never seen the movie for some reason.
Cried like a fucking baby. I ain't gonna lie.
Cried like a fucking baby is not a lie. Let's take a shot to that one.
Yes, sir. I will. You know, I'll take a sip. I got my sip right.
I'm with you.
Rest in peace, Iron Man. I love you.
But my next one would have to be Scarlet Witch.
Ooh.
After watching because like I know her from the comics. I don't really read a lot of the comics, but I know the history from the comics. But watching WandaVision makes you realize how powerful she is, and at any given moment, like she could really like manipulate and do whatever she pleases. And I'm intrigued to see where she goes from WandaVision, because there's not a season 2. For those who don't know, there's not a season 2 coming for that show.
Yeah.
So it's playing into all the movies that are coming out in the new phase of content that's coming out, because they're going to TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So
I love
it'd be really cool to see that. Like she could be, but the thing is, she can also be an anti-hero. Like she can really be that not hero, but let me do this crazy shit like Deadpool does.
Yes.
And Venom is and whatnot. So it'd be pretty cool to see where she goes from here, because she is officially now known as Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
At the end of the season, she finally got her official name. But my number 1 has to be Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
And it's because my man can literally predict the future, but also change anything at any given moment. And we just learned it from the trailer from Spider-Man. Spider-Man was like, I need everybody to forget who Spider-Man is. Like, because his identity broke, and he was just like, all right, cool. I'm going to whip up this spell or whatever he does, and boom.
Yep.
Everybody has no idea what Spider-Man is, but something went wrong in that trailer that leads to the plot of the story. But it's just like, Doctor Strange is one of the most important characters of the entire MCU because of what he can do. Like, he literally teleported everybody in the Endgame from wherever the fuck they were at. They were like, I'm going to do this. You're coming with me. Like, do you not have, like, he's like the most, like, in Endgame, he was like not idolized or like not shown enough time or respect because of what he did. If it wasn't for him, none of them people would have showed up for that fight. And Thanos would have won again.
And he knew what the one scenario was going to be be able to beat
exactly Thanos. The one scenario that he did not, where he could not tell Iron Man at all. and he was just like, "This got to be the chance, right?" And he couldn't say it, but he did it. So those are my top 3 Marvel heroes.
I
for sure.
completely respect that list. I love the Scarlet Witch pick. She's super dope. I was actually telling my wife before WandaVision, like when we saw Infinity War, I was telling her that Scarlet Witch is the strongest. She probably will be the strongest at some point. She kind of showed you why. Mikey, what's up, bro? How you doing, Brody? Welcome. We're talking about our favorite Marvel superheroes, bro. If you got your top 3, let me know. I'm about to go through my top 3. Before I get to mine, Marcus said, number 3, Spider-Man. Number 2, Hulk. And number 1, Wolverine.
Wolverine.
And I like
also,
it. Hey,
one last thought on WandaVision. You see, WandaVision predicted the trailer of Spider-Man was going to drop.
Oh yes, that was like an Easter egg.
I saw that shit. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, it was like circled like on the calendar.
Like, no one would have thought that.
Nobody.
Like, it was just all part of the show. Like, and then boom, that's when the trailer drops. Like, we weren't thinking of that.
That's exactly why I love Marvel, because they throw little subtle hints that you got to catch.
That's why they will always be better than DC. I'm sorry for any DC lovers.
Preach. You are 100% correct, sir. On to my number 3. Number 3. I went with people that I just liked, like who I thought were super cool, who I loved as a kid. My number 3 is going to throw everybody off, and I'm okay with that. And I can't wait. My number 3 is going. I don't really like Marvel. Okay, I understand that, bro. I do like Hulk and Wolverine. Like it. My number 3 is
What's your top 3 DC characters then?
Yeah, you can give me DC, even though I will do that in a later show.
Yeah, we gotta do that later, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you want to, if you like DC more, you can give me your DC characters, bro. I'm with it. My number 3 is going to be Gambit. I feel like he's a forgotten. Yeah, I feel like he's a forgotten dude. Super dope looking character. He was supposed to have like his own movie. I'm not sure what happened, but Channing Tatum was supposed to play him. I wasn't too happy about that. But
that'd be dope.
Yeah, he was supposed to have like his own breakaway movie. I think that they'll introduce him once X-Men gets back on.
Well, because he's part of the X-Men, right?
Yeah. So I think
that's probably the problem why we haven't seen him yet, because X-Men was just bought out by Marvel and Disney.
Yep. So I think that they're gonna do something with that. But yeah, Gambit is super dope with the card throwing, the stick. Like I loved him. I thought he was super
that's
dope.
Gonna be dope.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm gonna go Wolverine. Again, another X-Men. He's just like super dope, bro. I don't know. Wolverine doesn't even need an explanation. Like, dude's just amazing. Like, and even like the movies, they just had so much more deeper meaning than other Marvel movies. And my number 1,
Logan.
Logan was amazing.
So what did you think of Logan then?
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing.
Especially being the first rated R movie of the MCU or whatever.
Yep, it was nice. I loved it. Wolverine got to be second.
And just setting it up for the female Wolverine. Like that was...
Yep. And then even deeper than the movies. Again, just me playing like back in the day, I remember playing like Nintendo and N64 and things like that. Like he was such a big part of like how it looked, the yellow and the blue. And I remember playing fucking what was it, Marvel versus Capcom, and I would always use Wolverine.
Man. Like, it was like that at the arcade, like Chuck E. Cheese back in the day. It was like, do I play Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles or do I play X-Men? Like Wolverine games like at the arcade? I was just like, fuck, which one do I play?
And then the funny thing is, whenever you sat at the X-Men arcade games, I was fighting over Wolverine. I wanted him because I was like, bro, he's so cool. So it's like, I gotta put him there. And number 1, I agree. With Danny. Gotta be Spider-Man. I love him, and he's just such a likable character. It gives kids something to look up to, and I love what they did with Into the Spider-Verse. We had the first Black and Puerto Rican, Spider-Man,
Miles Morales,
and they made it all about.
He could show up.
They made it all about inclusion, and I love that they said you could be Spider-Man too. It gives kids something to look up to. Even as adults, we admire it because it's a kid. He's very just kiddish, and you can relate to it at times. Like you sympathize with him. Too. Yeah, you sympathize with him. Yeah, you're right. He's very humble, and it's just being a kid again, man. You can really relate to that. So I love Spider-Man, and I did say we could throw in a random person if you just wanted to.
You did say that. Yeah.
Mention. I'll break the ice with the honorable mention. I'm gonna go Silver Surfer, another good dope character that hasn't been introduced yet, that will be soon, and he's good. Well, he was, but he wasn't. Wasn't he? He was with WandaVision, Wanda, right? Wasn't he in one of the Marvel movies?
Well, that's an interesting part you're going to get into, because that same actor played Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four,
right?
But they brought him into this, but he wasn't named that. He was something else, like her brother,
right?
It was her brother, but like it could all play into the multiverse where
yes.
he's the Silver Surfer in one world, but he's her brother in this
Another
world,
world,
or
yes,
whatever,
yes,
however
yes.
it plays out. But yes,
Yes.
you are
But,
correct.
you know, he hasn't really been brought into how he's supposed to. I'll just say it that way. Like, you know, the super cool looking version. But I know heading into like the next couple phases that I know he will be a part of it because they're gonna get into bigger, badder people, and he has to be in it. So Silver Surfer is gonna be an amazing superhero. He already is, if you remember him back in the day. Dirty Dan, you can give me your honorable mention real quick if you got one off the top of your head. If not, we can go to Mr. Never Chillin'.
Yeah, I don't have one off the top of my head right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I understand.
You know what? I got one. Blade.
I was gonna say him.
Yes.
Yes.
Blade.
And he's not officially part of the
Yes.
MCU yet. Not
yet.
officially,
Not yet.
Blade.
but he will be because he does got that movie coming out. So maybe that's how they tie it.
No, Marsha
Blade.
Ali. I think that's how you say his name. I don't want to mispronounce his name. But he's gonna be amazing. Before I get to Mr. Never Chillin', H2O. People sleep on how smart Spidey is. Yes, bro. He made the web shooters himself. Correct. Deadpool and Spider-Man are my favorites. Deadpool would be a like close honorable mention. I love Iron Man, but I feel like everybody else does also. So I already knew he'll be mentioned. So I went with just my cool
Oh,
characters.
you knew he was gonna be mentioned by me for sure.
Yeah. I know he'll be mentioned by everybody. Because Robert Downey Jr. even, not even talking about comics, he just absolutely brought everything to life. So I know everybody loves some Iron Man. Dad said yes, Blade. Yeah, Blade was amazing, bro. I love the movies. How about you, Mr. Never Chillin'? You got an honorable mention on the top of your head?
Oh, of course, I actually got two that I'm just going to cover real quick because like I feel like they symbolize more than just the hero itself and in that universe, but Captain Marvel and Storm.
Ooh, Storm.
Both really big characters, and the fact that they symbolize like a vision for young girls growing up. They give somebody like a legitimate superhero to look at that is like legitimately about doing the right thing, and that's where I really think it is. But it's like Storm plays the opposite of what Captain Marvel does. Captain Marvel is legitimately all about good and like doing the right thing, but Storm plays that let me hover over this gray line because she can do some bad shit that happens in her timeline too, but because she can turn evil at any given moment, just like WandaVision. So it's just like it's pretty cool to see these female characters come into play and the power that they possess. Like Captain Marvel can legitimately do whatever she wants. She can fly through space. She can breathe in space. She can move big ass ships by herself. Like she doesn't need anything else. Like she legitimately can do anything. Like she almost beat Thanos by herself.
Almost.
And Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America couldn't do them together.
Yep.
Come on.
That's a great point.
That's why they would be arguably my
Hey, listen, I love it. My wife said girl power, LOL. I have a daughter, so yes, nature has no picks, true balance. I agree. And even
man,
deeper,
I'm a big supporter with females.
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
Big
I would
supporter.
say, like the new Thor is a female. We're gonna have
that's gonna be an interesting transition when we
Black
see that
Panther
movie.
might be a female. We don't know who's gonna replace him yet, but I know his sister in the comic books replaces him. That'd be fucking crazy. Even deeper, you got I don't know how to say her name. I always forget, but she's also in Black Panther. Her name's like Oyoki or something like that. I always forgot to say her name, but she was Michonne and Walking Dead. She's super dope. She's super dope. So like they definitely like when they did the part in Endgame where the females got together, I was like, oh yeah, dope. I was like so happy.
But I feel like that was like forced, like one of those
a little bit.
Why did they like group all the females together? Like why weren't they like mixed in with the dudes? That wasn't. It didn't seem like I was like in a incorporated into the team. Like the females were over here.
No,
like,
you're right.
I don't know. I feel like that part was fused, but I know what you meant.
Yeah,
I was like,
good.
oh man,
That's
like
just
that really.
It was forced, but that Iron Man with Pepper in both suits, that
was dope. That was a dope part.
Literally 2 seconds.
I wasn't expecting Pepper to be in an Iron Man suit.
And it was like just 2 seconds worth, and I was like, holy shit! Like I was just sitting there like the greatest 2 seconds on earth. They went back to back and had the thing come out their chest. Yes, it was amazing. Pepper Potts was oh my god.
There was so much fan service in that movie, man.
Yeah, we could talk about that all fucking day. But I want to try to wrap it up because we're hitting the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. I like to end it around 1:30. I don't like to go too long. I appreciate everybody who's been rocking out for the whole hour. Whoever just joined, appreciate you too. But on to our last topic. Let's talk about NBA. Some more sports for my sports fans. I want to talk about your NBA thoughts. This will be pretty quick too, because I know we talked about it beforehand, and we all have the same thoughts about the same teams. How did you feel about the offseason? I wrote a couple teams down. I know Danny said you could kind of freestyle this, so I'll let you start off. You can kind of spark the conversation a little bit. How do you feel about the NBA offseason so far?
Well, I know we picked two of the same team, so
Yes.
I'm gonna start with the Lakers.
Yes.
Way too much hype, bro. Way too much hype over the Lakers right now. I think you guys need to curb the enthusiasm just a little bit, all right?
Wholeheartedly agree. But it's the Lakers.
Now,
This is what happens.
Whoa. Now, I thought about it, though, because I heard something. I'm like, all right, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If LeBron plays more off ball, that's what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't say it's going to happen because LeBron, you know,
He's a point guard.
he's yeah, no matter what he says. But if he actually does it, it's a slight chance it could work. Slight. Because at the end of the day, bro, look, you can say what you want about Russell. He's led the league in assists 4 times.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. Before you continue, I am a huge, I'm going to say was. I was a huge Russell Westbrook advocate. Russell Westbrook is literally one of my favorite players of all time. He plays the game, I would say borderline right, but he always tries to get his teammate involved. He does take a lot of shots, but that's the modern day point guard. But as you said, he's led the league in assists. It's not like he only ball hogs. He just gets a lot of shots. So I would say I love the Russell Westbrook pickup. I just don't think Lakers have enough shooting. They picked up Malik Monk. He's very inconsistent. And they're just on the older side. And I agree. They're overhyping it. The only thing I would say about the Lakers, though, is that everybody's cheering because they got so much talent. And they packed up on talent. I'm tired of hearing that the Lakers did a great job, but y'all are so willing to shit on KD for joining this team and joining that team. Like, people in Los Angeles kill me. It's like, we're going to cheer this, but I'm never going to forget that KD, like Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, AD is a fucking powerhouse of a team. And then you add Melo and Malik Monk. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Go ahead. I'm down with that. Go ahead. Let me hear that.
Yeah, so like the thinking behind that is like, there's not many teams that have an average age of like 32 and over who successfully win the chip.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, like, it may seem like a powerhouse. They seem like a powerhouse on paper. Melo is all but out of his career. He's not like, I know LeBron and Melo came in the league at the same time, but Melo is not on the same level as LeBron
not
at all.
No.
And I know we got some viewers in here that love Melo, but it's just like. but Melo's gonna be that typical role player. Like Melo. Like, it's crazy. Like you said, like, they're shooters. Their best 3-point shooters is probably like Anthony Davis and Carmelo Anthony. But how often are they going to shoot? It's not somebody who you go to in a clutch and needs a 3-pointer. Like, their jumpers are kind of slow. Like, Melo's is probably the fastest out of the two. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they're not going to be the same players. Like, Russell Westbrook is a ball-dominant player. We know that.
Yes.
So he's a triple-double machine. Is he going to be able to produce that same kind of productivity in LA when you're surrounded by these superstars?
Possibly.
Well,
I don't think so.
I got the reason I think people get hyped on Melo. I'm a Melo fan, but I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
But last year he shot 40% from 3, which is the highest. Like, but
it's a high percentage.
But listen. I think people get hyped about Melo is because they saw Olympic Melo. When he's around talent, he plays a lot different when he's around some talent.
Yeah.
So I feel like LeBron always makes everybody better. You know, come on.
100% right.
Once again, he made Mo Williams of All-Star.
No.
He made that whole Cavs team like an All-Star team.
I'm just saying. So like, if Melo,
that's swept by my Spurs.
I'm just saying, but if Melo's able to shoot like he did last year, he could help them with the outside shot because they have no outside shooting.
Let me say this because Shane said it's not the same, and you know it, Jay. Bro, you're gonna make it that it's not the same because you want to just say like LeBron did it. Bro, it is exactly the same. KD went with Clay and Steph. Russell Westbrook at one point was on the same level as Steph. He's been putting up a triple-double for the past 3 years. There's no way you're gonna tell me it's not the same. It's exactly the same. Russell Westbrook and AD are in their prime. In their prime. It doesn't matter how you put it. LeBron James is damn near in his prime. Fuck. Bro, the guy is averaging.
He should have already retired.
He's averaging like 28, 8 and 8. Like, they have 3 superstars. Superstars. Everybody knows Russell Westbrook. Everybody knows AD. Everybody knows LeBron. And they produce. They had enough already already. You add the veteran talent of Carmelo Anthony, who can put up 16 points a game, even 20 on a good night. You add Dwight Howard, who can still play very well, and you got the nerve to keep talking about KD and James Harden and all these super teams, but when LeBron does it, there's always an if. Every single time. And you know I'm a LeBron fan, bro. LeBron is the greatest of all time. Not taking anything away. Like, that's my greatest of all time. What I'm trying to tell you is, bro, I'm tired of the double standards. When LeBron loads up on talent, it is okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm using KD as an example. When anybody else loads up on talent, it is not okay. When Kawhi and Paul George got together, there was so much complaints. Oh, they're not the Lakers. Why would they do that? Oh, they got the 2 best wings of all time. They don't need that much. But when LeBron adds talent and a shitload of talent, it's okay. LeBron and AD will work out. And, Russell Westbrook is not that, bro, these dudes are in their fucking prime. I know LeBron is old, but dude is still playing like he's in his prime and probably getting better. You got to be shitting me that LeBron and AD isn't enough. There's really no big threes outside of Brooklyn, and I don't think that works out. That's a different conversation. There's no other big threes outside of Brooklyn. Lakers just created another big three. How many big threes is LeBron going to get before we say, bruh, how much more talent do you need? I'm not hating on LeBron. And I know I hate the Lakers. I do. But it has nothing to do with that. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. That has nothing to do with that. This could be LeBron on the Cavs. And I'll be like, bro, when is enough? You got LeBron and AD. That is enough by itself. You add Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk. You added dude from the point guard from Miami. He's a younger dude. You added him.
Kendrick Nunn.
Like, how much more talent do you fucking need, bro? It's a super team. It's an older super team. But you can beat both. You can beat both because Dwight Howard's smart. Melo is smart. These are great, still very good, solid players.
Marc Gasol. They still have they picked up Wayne Ellington. They still got Giannis's little brother or older brother, whichever one it is.
Whatever.
He's all right. He's a nice ball player.
Bro, it's just stat. Go ahead, Dan. I know you got something. I'm just going off because Shane says it's not the same, but it's exactly the fucking same, bro. It's not different.
No, I agree with you because not you, but most LeBron fans always are like, "Oh, it's not a super team." But bro, when KD gets like crucified
to this day.
Because let me tell you something. When LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin went there, before they went there, everybody was like, "Oh, they're washed up." As soon as they went to the Nets, they were like, "Whoa, this is a super team, bro." Whoa, hold on.
Thank you. It's exactly the same exact. That's what I'm trying to tell Shane, bro. It's exactly the same idea. But Blake Griffin was washed up before he went with KD. When he went with KD, it's a huge deal. It's a super team. It's no different with LeBron. KD makes people better, and so does LeBron. When you match Melo with LeBron and you match Dwight with LeBron, they are going to be ridiculous. How much more talent does LeBron need? That's all I'm saying. We kill other players for doing this all the time, but we always give LeBron a pass. That's it. Go ahead, Mr. Never Chillin'. I don't want to cut you off because we got to kind of wrap this up in a little bit. Go ahead and say you have something to say. I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. So like NBA offseason thoughts, like I'm a huge Spurs fan, and I know we're kind of going through that rebuilding process, but not going through the rebuilding process. Like it's kind of different now, not having Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, Ginobili, obviously, and not even having Kawhi, obviously losing him with that issue. But I feel like the Spurs offseason was very lackluster. We picked up like Doug McDermott and like 2 other like forwards that I was just like, all right, cool. And then like we lost Rudy Gay, we lost DeMar DeRozan in the trade, we lost Patty Mills. Like
Mills to the Nets, that's crazy.
That's a big deal.
Like Patty Mills to the Nets is going to be a valuable ass player on the Nets.
Fucking deal, bro. That's a big.
So I'm just like, I know, like the Spurs are loaded with guards, but we have like no big man, no forwards. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? Popovich is about to retire soon. Who's going to be the coach? Like we're going through that. Like not only are we rebuilding the team, we're about to rebuild that coaching staff too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different. Like it was hard for me a couple years ago because we went to the playoffs 22 straight years, the longest active or at that time streak.
The longest streak, yeah.
So I was just like, I don't know what losing is. So now it's just like man, we didn't make the playoffs the last 2 years. What the fuck's going on?
Bro, listen.
It's been bothering me.
Without Luca, I was in the same boat as you. We're lucky to have Luca, and fuck Luca. If we would have had Trae Young, we'd have been lucky.
Man, can't none of y'all talk. The
That's
Knicks
true.
fans,
You're
bro.
a Knicks fan. You're a Knicks fan.
The Knicks are
like,
sucking at
Listen,
drafting.
speaking of Knicks fans,
Jesus.
Pops is in here. He says, "Wait till LeBron gets Luca. That'll never happen, Pops. You're smoking crack." Stop playing. So H2O says Spurs definitely rebuilding. Facts, bro. And, you know, a lot of teams, every team goes through it. But you know, exactly how I felt before we got Luca, bro. I was just like, man, the Mavericks is just swinging at everybody and can't get a soul.
Nobody.
A soul.
It's because of the market, though. I feel bad because like Dallas is not a market that you want to play in.
Yeah.
At all. It's always about LA, New York, like it's Chicago. Like it's always about those bigger teams that has a bigger market.
Yeah.
So it's like Dallas is like, same thing with San Antonio. Who wants to come to San Antonio? Like, nobody. Like, I mean, like Popovich is like the only selling point at that point. It's like, are you want to come play for Pop? All right, cool, come play. But like my other thoughts.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt. I was trying to get chat real quick. Who said get used to losing for a little bit? Yeah, that's facts, bro. We all kind of we all kind of there. No one wants to play in Dallas. I mean that's true, but it's not at the same time. Like I think people want to play with Luka. It's just no one wanted to play for our coaching staff. That's why we got rid of everybody. Dallas got rid of everybody. We fired everybody. Everybody walked away. I think more people want to play now, and Luka's one of the best young talents in the NBA. It's just he got to solidify himself. We just don't have the cap. We did have the cap room, but we ain't got enough cap to sign another superstar yet because KP's still there. And I mean, no disrespect.
You don't know what
bro.
he is. Depends on what night you're gonna
get. That's what I'm saying. Not yet. You know, the dude averaged 20 points last year, and it was a bad year.
That's not bad.
It's
though.
not.
Like,
it's not. But it was considered a bad
year. But like
year
he doesn't show up when
you
need him to.
We know what to expect. Like we know he could put up 30 and 10. He just don't do it. But continue. I don't want to interrupt. I just want to chat.
Well, we gotta talk about the team that made the biggest robbery this offseason.
No, you could. Yeah, go ahead.
The Bulls.
Yeah, the Bulls. Yes.
Bulls. And the Lonzo and DeMar is nuts. You already got Vucevic there. You got Zach LaVine, and now you're adding DeMar and Lonzo, who is unselfish, who has improved his shooting.
Yeah.
And is a great defender at point guard, bro. And that's gonna make them quick.
Crazy.
Bro,
that team's gonna be young and solid, and they're only gonna get better.
Bro, that's scary, bro. Cause I think Vucevic is one of the most underrated NBA players. He could put up 18 and 20 easily. He could step out and shoot the three, so the paint could be open. Like he's a midi specialist. So like Vucevic, Zach LaVine, Lonzo, DeMar. Like what are y'all like that?
Yeah.
That's. And most of them are unselfish. Like DeMar is unselfish. Lonzo, we already know. Zach LaVine doesn't mind. Like they're all. That is going to be a scary team to play against. The Heat should be good too. Yeah. I kind of agree with that. They did come up. Yeah, they definitely did. I like the Heat too. I actually didn't write them down, but I kind of agree.
Because they picked the foul Lowry too.
Yeah.
But my other thought though, like going back to the whole super team thing, like I hate how teams are trying to stack players and build these super teams. Like I miss the NBA when it was just like. Every team had like one individual superstar, and you was trying to play for that city. You was trying to win the chip. You know how much more exciting it is when you have like 30 teams that have a superstar and they're all good competing, as opposed to having like 3 super teams are just like, all right, well, the chip's going to go to one of them.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Like almost a given. So it's like it's not as exciting anymore. And that's what I really wanted to talk about because like I miss having those solo good teams. Like I know, granted, like the Celtics had like their big 3. And the Spurs had their big 3, but like thinking about those teams, like the Spurs big 3, who knew who Tony Parker was?
Or Manu Ginobili.
Who Ginobili was before Popovich was like, yeah, they're superstars.
Yeah,
you know, like those teams are great when you make good players out of nothing or something that seems like it's nothing.
Right.
I miss that kind of basketball because that's when basketball is fun. Because the Spurs have always been known as the fun Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamentals. Like the team was based off of fundamentals, and to me, that's when basketball is fun. Not when they're out there just let me dribble down, pull up from half court. Like, fuck that basketball. So, that's not me.
So before I go to one more team and closing comments real quick, I just want to say I agree with you, but I'm on the fence on that because I'm gonna be honest with you. We both play basketball, so I think you will understand where I'm coming from when I say this. In basketball. And I know you're gonna say it's different because it is different, but I'm just trying to make you understand where I'm coming from. Super teams are okay depending. Like I don't mind 2 superstars on a team together. I like the duos. This is my thing. When you go to the basketball court, are you picking up the shitty players or the best players? we fight over first pick because you're not gonna pick the worst players on the team. So
Right.
I
But
get
that also becomes a problem of those basketball sessions. It's like you get one or two teams that are stacked, and then those other teams
that's true.
are barely going to get played.
But
They're
if you're
never
on
going to
that
play.
team, are you complaining?
Hell yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
You gonna play. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on. If any of these super teams proves anything, yo, LeBron had Bosh and D Wade, and they still lost to the Mavs.
Yeah.
Super teams can still
Go
lose.
Yeah, they can still lose.
But it's not. It's rare nowadays. Let's go with that.
It's rare, you know.
Big
I
threes
mean,
have
won
been
the
around
championship
forever.
this year.
I agree.
Like the Bucks don't really have a super team, but they won it this year.
Woo!
I don't
Well,
consider them a super team.
Oh God!
They just got Giannis.
I don't want to go into.
They got two good players. They got two solid good players.
Don't disrespect Drew Holiday, bro. I can't
He's
say he's a superstar.
He's
not a superstar.
He's not the same Drew Holiday he was when he was in New Orleans.
No, fuck New Orleans. I'm about Sixers. Sixers.
No,
Drew Holiday was a fucking hooper.
He was his best in New Orleans by far.
Well, that's a different debate. We gotta say that. I like that because I was a Drew Holiday back in the day. If Mook's still in here, me and him had an argument about John Wall or Drew Holiday. I'm like, Drew Holiday is way better than John Wall. Stop fucking playing with me. And that's when he was with the Sixers. But that's a different conversation. But I would say they had two superstars and a great
Ford and Cavs.
role player in Drew Holiday, which will lock down just about anybody. So I'm just saying. But anyway, super teams have been around. I completely agree with you, H2O. But what I will say about super teams being around is that sometimes we consider a super team, they drafted those players. So I don't ever
Warriors.
I'm about to say that. I consider Warriors a super team, but they drafted those players. It's a little different when you just pick up everybody. But I'm on the fence on that because, again, as a basketball player myself, when I go to the court, I'm fighting over that first pick. Why? Because I want the best talent on the court.
But it's not pick up basketball.
It's
That's
not.
way.
I know. And that's what I said. I get that. That's why I'm on the fence. It's not pick up
Right.
basketball, but it's the same exact idea. Like, I don't want shitty players around me. Fuck that. I want all the best players. Like, when Jimmy Butler went with the Timberwolves and he took all the shitty players, he's the only player in American history to say, I'm going to play with the B team and I'm going to beat the A team. It's the only player ever.
Yeah, he did that.
He did it. I give him props.
He did it.
I give him props. I will respect the hell out of Jimmy Butler for that. Drew Holiday is solid. I completely agree. But on to my last team. Go ahead. Go ahead. What happened? What'd you say?
What's up?
No,
I was saying I was agreeing that he is a solid player. Like,
yeah. But
I'm not trying to say he's a bum, but like he's not on the superstar level. Like,
right, I agree.
When was he in the MVP game?
No.
Or All-Star game. My bad.
No. I mean, I completely agree. I know you're right. He's not a superstar. But they're borderline a big three after the way he showed up. That's the thing. The way he showed up, it is different. You're right. I'll give you that.
But at the end of the day, it's a rarity. Like, Dirk was the man, and he had a great supporting cast. They beat the Heat.
Talk about
Right.
Talk about it.
Like, Dirk.
That team was full of old heads too. So we could compare the nowadays Lakers to that team. That would be reasonable.
I mean, I don't know because the nowadays Lakers
because the age is different. Age is the same in those teams.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't compare 80 to any one of those Mavericks teams. That was all Dirk. Beat the Heat. That was all Dirk. That's J Kidd, Tyson Chandler.
Sean
they all
Marion,
stepped up. Jason Terry. They all stepped up when it was needed. You know what I mean?
I'm here for the
That's
fucking
team full of Hall of Famers.
Brian fucking Cardinal.
You know what I mean? Brian Cardinal.
Okay.
Right,
okay.
I'm lying. He's not.
Okay. Quick. I just want to talk about my last team really quick. Blazers. Y'all fucked up big time. You know, Dame Lillard was already kind of contemplating about being out. You guys did not approve. You just signed Larry Nance. You gotta be shitting me. Blazers. To address you really, really fast before I give out my closing. Y'all are going to lose your best player of all time. I'm going to call him the best player of all time. I go to the Knicks.
That's what Stephen A said. Number one is the Knicks.
Lakers is possible.
Number one is the Knicks
because they have a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep holding out hope. He goes to Dallas.
I
and
put a
just
hold out hope he
call
goes to
it
the
a day.
next big time. Big
We all,
time.
you know what's funny? We all gonna hold out hope because everybody
Yeah.
wants Damian Lillard. So no matter who
Right.
who your favorite team is, you hope he goes there. Dame needs to leave. Amen. Mr. Never
Yeah.
Go ahead. I heard you real quick.
Oh no, you good. I mean, I have nothing to say.
Okay,
You good.
okay. I thought you. Well, anyway, Dad.
I
here
was
comes
agreeing with
Dad.
you the whole time. I was definitely agreeing with you.
Here comes Dad. New York Knicks, baby. Y'all suck. I'm not even gonna debate the Knicks. Y'all some sorry mother. You know, Kemba Walker is about to give y'all 15 and nothing but injuries. So good luck.
Oh God.
Anyway, if you are here, I want to say thank you. It's been a very great show. I loved it. Thank you for Mr. Never Chilling to show up. We're gonna go through and have everybody say goodbye. I want to say goodbye first. Thank you. Dame time in Philly for Ben Simmons. I would like that. If Dame went with Embiid,
Ben Simmons ain't worth that much no more.
Ooh, that'll be serious. And quick, before I do say goodbye, if Ben Simmons goes to the Warriors, that man would be ridiculous.
He's gonna get a jump shot right away.
No, not even that. He's exactly what they need. He can run center. He'd be the tallest person. He'd be bigger than Draymond. He'll run center, and bro, I can't even talk about it. Imagine Ben Simmons. He will average 30 assists on the Warriors. Literally looking to the outside for all shooters. If Ben Simmons goes to the Warriors, everything that we said today just changes. I don't know how to say your name, and I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to try.
Ossolith. It's my boy Dom.
Oh, Dom.
My boy Dom.
I'm going to call you Dom. Ossolith, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. I'm a little tipsy, so please excuse me. He's averaging 20 assists. No cap, bro. He will go crazy. Anyway, I want to say thank you, Dom. Thank you for the follow and stopping by. You kind of missed some of the show. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but if not, you can catch us next Friday. I want to say thank you. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. Dirty Dan, say your thank yous.
I appreciate all y'all. Your boy Dirty. Keep watching. Keep supporting. We love y'all.
Amen. Hallelujah. And our special guest today, he will be back on the show at some point. You know, I'm trying to get some special guests squared away, but he'll definitely be back because I enjoyed the time. You can go ahead and say your goodbyes, Mr. Never Chillin'.
I just want to thank you for having me onto the show, of course. Obviously, you've been on my show a couple of times, so definitely looking forward to get you back on the show. But definitely check me out at Twitter at Mr. Never Chillin _ and then Xbox is X Never Space Chillin, and then Facebook is Vic Brubacher if you have any questions, concerns, or anything like that. But I do host a Press Start podcast and also the talk show with Vic. So come check me out live on twitch.tv/X the space or underscore the chill _ zone X. I know it's very convoluted. I'm in the midst of. I wish I would
Listen. You know what? I'm gonna make this super fucking easy for you, okay? If you want to check him out, join the damn Discord in my damn chat. And if you join the Discord, you will find my guy because he's there promoting himself all the time, and I love it. Keep that shit up. You can follow him anywhere. He said that liquor, right, bro? We all a little tipsy, so I understand. I understand where you're coming from, bro. I'm a little shaky too. But if you want to check him out easier, you're gonna join our Discord. He's in there. He's gonna be up in that joint. He said all types of slurs. Yeah, we all slurring, bro. All right, now I'm shaking my head left and right. I'm like, But I want to say thank you. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow.
It's been a great episode, man.
It has. I want to say thank you. You can check us out on YouTube tomorrow. Our podcast will be on everywhere. One more follow before I say goodbye.
Hey,
Biller.
it's my boy Phil.
My boy Phil. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I will catch y'all next Friday for the next show. Have a great night.